on Channel 5. This is the 10 o'clock news with Mary Murnane and Daryl David, Jim Tillman with weather, and Mark Goldberg with sports. The Channel 5 news at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Topping our news tonight, a congressional review of the attack on the USS Stark. The bottom line, the attack was an accident waiting to happen. 37 sailors were killed when an Iraqi warplane fired on the Stark last month. The House Armed Services Committee says the attack was almost certainly inadvertent. But it faulted both the Iraqis and the Americans with what were called failures of omission. Committee Chairman Les Aspin says the Stark should have reacted sooner to warn off the Iraqi fighter jet.
What the Stark should have done.
Now, Representative Aspin stresses that the report is a preliminary one and does not assign blame because the committee did not speak to the ship's 4 principal officers. They refused to be interviewed on the advice of their attorneys.
There's word tonight that some of the American hostages kidnapped in Lebanon may have been moved to Iran. The Lebanese weekly newspaper that revealed the Iran arms deal says the hostages are in Tehran for questioning and possibly a trial.
And the trial of accused subway gunman Bernhard Goetz has ended, but tonight the jury has not yet delivered a verdict. David Diaz of NBC station WNBC has a status report.
Witnesses say children playing with matches in an apartment may have started an extra alarm fire tonight in Maywood. Firefighters from 9 departments are trying to contain the flames in a pair of buildings on a business strip.
A 71-year-old woman is jailed tonight, charged with setting a fire that killed one of her tenants and injured another. Channel 5's Isabel Duran reports the fire is the result of a long simmering feud.
Appears in bond court tonight, facing 1 charge of murder and 1 charge of aggravated arson. Isabel Duran, Channel 5 News.
Chicago's Puerto Rican community put their pride in their culture and heritage on parade today. About 300,000 people crowded Dearborn Street for the city's 22nd annual Puerto Rican Day Parade. Jose Lopez wants to see an independent Puerto Rico, free from colonial relationships with the United States.
Well, today marks the 1st anniversary of the Welcome Home Parade for Vietnam vets, and there were plenty of events to remember those who've served this country. Tonight, a salute to America's heroes. A dinner here was billed as the largest gathering of Congressional Medal of Honor recipients in this country. The 60 heroes attending had lots of time to swap old war stories.
Mark Goldberg will have the details of Ryne Sandberg's ankle injury in a few minutes, but first we'll take you to a country where anti-government tensions are boiling over tonight.
And a radio host who's become a Saturday institution says so long.
The Channel 5 News is being sponsored in part by Saab and the Westin Hotels of Chicago.
Well, when you head back to work on Monday, do not worry about the muggers. You should look out for the huggers instead. A Denver psychologist is organizing what he hopes will become a national hug holiday on Monday. He is starting small, just a Denver shopping mall, but he says he's recruiting hug helpers to collect hugs Monday and call in the totals. Their goal, 10 million hugs.
Mark's into that story.
I can tell.
That's the news for tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow at 5 and at 10 o'clock. Please join us then.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.